If one life is saved, it will be worth it.
Proven technology is now pinpointing gunfire down to neighborhood streets and leading police to the exact location.
It will tell us how many shots were fired.
Tonight, the I-Team investigates why the Miami Valley does not have the gunshot detection.
We don't have that one single area
that some call a solution to gun violence.
That new gunfire location technology our I-Team saw firsthand is helping some Ohio law enforcement increase the odds they'll keep neighborhoods safer by making an arrest sooner.
And that is so important because far too often people do not call police to report gunfire. And if they do, it is almost impossible to pinpoint where the bullets came from.
The I-Team's Jim Oddie shows us how the technology works and why law enforcement here at home are not using it.
Caller said that her house was shot up. There's 15 shots fired.
In some neighborhoods in the Miami Valley, random gunfire is a constant threat.
It is a serious problem. About every other night you hear gunshots.
Lodia Furness is battling a growing amount of gunfire in her East Dayton neighborhood, and records obtained by the I-Team show in 2018 across all of Montgomery County, 911 dispatchers received more than 2,200 calls from people who thought they heard gunfire.
And it makes it feel unsafe to be out on the streets because you don't know whether somebody's going to start shooting at you or not.
I don't know. I didn't see him. I just heard the shot.
Making matters worse, Dayton police say 80% of the gunfire, nobody calls 911. When it is reported, Montgomery County Sheriff Rob Streck says they're not given much to go on from the public.
and we may get 20 911 calls saying, yeah, we just heard a succession of shots being fired. Okay, did you see anybody? Nope, didn't want to look out the windows.
Well, it's driven by GPS coordinates.
A solution, though, is available. The I-Team found some proven technology that detects gunfire and automatically alerts police. It's called ShotSpotter and is now working in Columbus.
And all of these little bubbles here will tell us how many shots were fired.
Deputy Chief Richard Bash is showing us how it works. With a series of microphones and other sensors placed around targeted neighborhoods, all tied to a computer system. And with the help of analysts in California who confirm within seconds it's one or more gunshots. I want to show you how sophisticated this system is between the computer system and the people who use them. You can tell the difference between gunfire and what you might get from a car, for example. The car horns, even this. When they get an alert, officers have the location mapped in their cars. In one case, the system detected a shooting in an alley. That was caught on a neighbor's security camera, leading to an arrest.
ShotSpotter is the ears, the neighborhood is the eyes.
Lisa Boggs of Columbus is a big supporter of the system, saying she and her neighbors feel much safer now.
If one life is saved, it will be worth it.
If it works so well, why haven't police agencies in the Miami Valley adopted it?
It is an expensive undertaking.
The sheriff says he's looked at the ShotSpotter system closely and was impressed, but turned off by the cost. Columbus, for example, initially spent more than $700,000.
We don't have that one single area where we believe that hundreds of thousands of dollars should be spent there.
Streck says he even considered using it in certain neighborhoods and then sharing it with the Dayton Police Department.
Our whole philosophy is based on preventing crime.
Dayton's been tracking use of ShotSpotter in a variety of cities, including Cincinnati. But the cost appears to be the biggest factor holding back its use here.
It's expensive, the dollar figure, but if we're able to prevent a crime, I think that's going to be very beneficial.
So the city and the county here are still giving it a look. Lodia Furness?
Hello.
Meanwhile, often takes calls from frightened neighbors when they hear gunfire.
The city of Dayton needs it because they need all the eyes and ears that they can get and anything else.
She's hoping at some point local law enforcement will find a way to add the gunfire detection system, not just in East Dayton, but in other neighborhoods too. For the I-Team, Jim Oddie, News Center 7.